it also doesn't include sexism that, you know, women also have to deal with, and that should be considered as well. And not saying, I said, this is not the oppression Olympics, it's okay. It was a hot mess. I was like, okay. But it's the same mindset. It's the same mindset. It's the centering, the same way that white people center themselves. Sometimes that happens with some black men, not all black men as well. And so it's hard for them to be able to be in a space such as that comment section and be able to be like, well, maybe she should have wore something different, because it's like they just can't fathom that there's something that they could be doing that is putting somebody in harm, that is doing nothing at all except existing. And that is something that we need to change in our society. So
I fully agree.
God bless to that young man.
Shout out to everybody that out there that's reposting.
Yes.
That's putting this out there, and hopefully again this young lady's recovered, unharmed and alive.
Yes.
And we praying for a good outcome, because I don't know how I would deal with something like that if it happens to me.
And shout out to people who have been showing up for not the vigils, because we're hoping that she shows up alive and well, but they've been showing up to help do the searches
and stuff like that.
And I hope that this is seen by as many people as possible, and that people utilize, like, at the end of the day, they utilize this strategy as well. Like, her father is a famous DJ.
Well known.
Somebody whose father is not well known is also missing. And I hope that we are also, when we see those messages come across our social media,
we don't just ignore it.
Yeah,
right?
that we just don't ignore it. Like, I literally will automatically, when I see those kind of messages, I automatically hit share. Sometimes it don't even be people in Brooklyn. Right. I might not see it, but I know people all over the country, all over the world. And so even if you don't feel as though you know somebody, just share it anyway. Like, you don't have to know who their dad is. You don't have to know that it was on CNN. There are lots of people who are missing, and I know sometimes it can be really overwhelming too. I can't remember who it was, but Sade mentioned that sometimes it can be overwhelming, and I completely understand that. But I always say to myself, God forbid this was my family. At the very least, even if I'm not going to look up the information to find out all of the details, I hit share as much as I possibly can, just so people are aware that somebody is in need, and you never know what you will see when you're out and about.
Let's keep looking out for our own guys. Let's keep, the energy the same way.
Yeah.
We know there is a big difference between how our people are looked after and searched for. I love the way the energy is right now around finding this young lady. And again, we hope for all the best. Praying for that family, mom and dad, entire family, for a positive outcome. And with that said, we're going to take the quick pause. We're going to come right back after this. The wake up call. Sonia is here. Can I say Sonia?
Yeah, you can say Sonia. For those of you who don't know, that's my actual name.
I know. One time I said it, and Silence was like, "Who's that?"
And sometimes I'll be like, "Wild and Holy." It's Wild and Holy. It's me. Yes. More well known in the chat as Wildfire. We're here. The wake up call.
Best morning show. We'll be right back.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
Good morning!
Lord, hey, Neutron, let me tell them, hey, Jaiga. You know it must be the season, Nana, the season. I must get a gal tonight. This gal from Africa, just what she size or she bumper. She back it up Friday like a tonka. She give me hard wine till I get drunker. Gal, they not easy. All kind of things them up to tease me. Short, high heel and bikini. In front my eyes them look so dreamy. Nothing can happen without the gal them. I would go crazy cause we can't live without them. So much gal all over the country. All fruit stripe stripe, so I must pick three. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place. This gal from India, just watch it shape like a dancer. When the music start taking over, she wind up like snake to the tabla. Them gal, them now go play. Them in the gym pumping night and day. When them gal they come to Ramache, one of them go damage somebody. Nothing can happen without the gal and they. I would have go crazy, cause we can't live without them, no. So much gal all over the country, all food stripe, so I must pick three. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place. Ooh, gal, wind up. Show them that you wind up. Drop and make the thing rock. Just give me a waist tonight. I want you to go, gal, wind up. Show them that you wind up. Drop and make the thing rock. Gal, show me your waist tonight. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place. It must be a gal season. So much gal all around. It must be a gal season. See them all over town. Watch them in the street when they winding up to the beat and they mashing up the whole place.
Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the Wake Up Call.
Good
Good morning.
And we're backity back like we never left.
Like we
good
never
morning,
left.
good morning, good morning. Anybody
Yeah.
just joining us right
Good morning, Dr. Stretch.
now? Naz the Empress, good morning. Who else is here? Dr. Stretch, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Thank you, Morphi. I'm going to go take a little hike later. And so when I leave here, I'm ready to go.
All right.
That's all that is.
So I think we have a little...
Yes, gal cuffing season. Not cuffing the gal. Cuffing as in get yourself situated and aligned with somebody, y'all, because it's getting cold. Oof. It's getting cold and body heat is in short supply.
Outside.
Oh, God.
No?
Praise God, ain't no birthdays today.
That's not the melody?
No.
When it's
No.
cold
Not at
outside.
all. Not at all. No.
Let's just imagine this sexy voice in your ear. Just, you know.
Me and want do the. Me and want do the. I
Morning.
do like it.
Morning, Wonder Boy. Who else is here? Who else just joined us? Sis, save yourself. Spice Kid Frank, good morning. How you doing, sir? Who else is here?
How you saw them? I didn't see them. Good
Yeah,
morning, guys.
I'm looking at who's in the chat.
Oh, you out in people is
I'm
what you're
outing
saying.
people. Hold up.
You
hold
outing
up,
people.
Hold up. Stop the presses. I always got to do this for this young lady here. Good morning, Empress Row. Hope you're
There you
having a
go.
wonderful day today.
All music stop and
I just want you to know that you're just simply
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
What?
Better than anything. No, we wasn't doing that.
I have no idea what song is that.
That's Tina Turner. See, this is the problem. Y'all need to widen your palate.
No,
okay?
I like Tina. I just didn't know.
Yes,
I didn't know that's where you was going with that.
Yeah, you can't say somebody's simply the best and not go into simply the best. That's for anybody who hadn't woken up yet. You're welcome. Good morning, Mara.
Who else is here? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Wake up call, hour number 2 is here.
Exactly, Steffi. Steffi's like, how could you not know that song?
I'm sorry, Steffi. I apologize.
God bless her, though.
Mara, thank you for your subscription. Guys, we're 8 subs away from fulfilling the monthly 150. I see we are one. Are you seeing that on your screen? That
What?
we're 142. A little higher in the chat room. I think you just missed it.
Isn't it right here?
Up.
Isn't this the number?
No. That's
Okay.
the number of people in the chat. Scroll
Okay.
up. Yeah. Wait. Somewhere around there. You're moving mad quick, man.
Sorry, I'm just
Sounds like you're like a perfect disciple for 119. This pacing.
No,
on that day.
no.
Anyway.
Not at all. Not at all.
Right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're talking about where this thing right here.
Yeah, it should give you a number.
142 of 150.
All right. So guys, we need 8 more subscriptions to hit the month of what are we? September? Yeah, we're in September. So we're 142 of 150. We have how many? 2 more days? 2 more days to get there. So
Mara said, good morning, I'm late. I didn't even know you was on. Golly.
So you want to go into the violence?
I don't see it as violence. I see it as this is a perfect conversation to have to highlight the differences in 2 very different minds. God bless.
Let's say good morning to Patricia. That's a new name I'm seeing.
Yes,
for the
that
first
is
time
that
too.
is a new name. I was
Patricia,
about to say hello to her.
good morning to you. Welcome to the wake up call.
I hope that you indulge in the chat today. Are we on Facebook right now?
Yeah. I turned
Good
it on
morning,
like 10 minutes.
Facebook.
I turned it on like 10 minutes ago.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning Facebook, morning YouTube. We also live on
you
YouTube.
gotta say it like like you're from the good
YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube.
Yes. Good morning, Utrice. We're so glad that you're all here with us this morning for the violence.
All right, so
So
let's
if you
go
guys
into this next topic.
Didn't already know, which is kind of a little segue from what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're highlighting all the folks that you're seeing on your timeline in case those missed the first hour. Make sure that you're highlighting people that you see on your timeline that are coming up missing, whether they are well known or not. Please make sure. We want all of our kids to come home safe. All of our women, all of our men. We want everybody to come home safe. Because there are people out there who are looking to do them harm. But you know who's not out there anymore? Our Rapem Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
Our Rapem Kelly has been found guilty on all counts in his sex trafficking and racketeering trial.
So that's the only way they thought they could get him. I read that.
Put whatever on that you need.
They couldn't make the sex charges stick, so they got him on racketeering.
And sometimes it need to be like that.
Okay.
It needs to be like that. And if for those of you who don't know, we might be living under a rock, or you might be not really on social media. I'm glad you're here with us,
Can
though.
I say something real quick before we move on?
Okay.
I think when prosecutors do things like that, I think that's a slippery slope. Like perverting one law to make it fit to a crime that they have been unable to get somebody on. And don't get me wrong, I think R. Kelly's guilty of all the
I
things.
hear you.
Yeah. But
It's do you mean like well, no, with Bill Cosby, it was a blatant disrespect of the law,
right.
which is why he ended up getting off,
Right.
But I think that's the place that you can get to,
Right.
when you start to kind of like toggle the thing a little bit to kind of fit
right.
the way that you need it to. But after many years of loving on Law and Order SVU, do what you gotta do, to get these
I just wanted to interject that.
solved. No, I agree. We have to be mindful, and I think that's what I think of when people say, "Oh, the world is not black and white." Absolutely, the world is gray. The world is very, very gray, and many shades of gray. And I think that's what the slippery slope is. Is just like we were talking about yesterday. There's a slippery slope with everything, and we have to be mindful that gatekeepers are needed to ensure that we don't go too far.
Gotcha.
In this case, though,
You're
God bless them.
All right, okay.
God bless them.
That was just my 2 pence. So let's continue.
I hear it.
Kelly.
Yes. R. Kelly, or Rape-em Kelly, as I like to call him, the R&B superstar who has long been trailed by accusations of sexual misconduct and abuse was found guilty in New York on Monday on all counts in a high-profile sex trafficking case, capping a trial that featured hours of graphic testimony from his accusers. Kelly, who has been in custody for much of the time since he was formally charged in 2009, was convicted on 1 count of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, the law that bars transporting people across state lines for any immoral purpose. Today's guilty verdict forever brands R. Kelly, our rapist Kelly, as a predator who used his fame and fortune to prey on the young, the vulnerable, and the voiceless for his own sexual gratification. Acting U.S. Attorney Jacqueline Casulis said in a statement. Now, he still has 2 more trials. There's one in Illinois, and there's another one, maybe California, or maybe it's Florida.
I think it's California.
Yeah, so he still has 2 more trials to go through. Good morning, Lady Taz. So this is not over yet, and I'm assuming that people have heard about this. It's been all over social media. The question that I have, which is to something I saw on social media yesterday, there was, I guess we could call him an influencer. He has a blue check. There's an influencer that I used to follow. I did unfollow him after I saw what he posted, where he basically was talking about how, well, one, he said, well, are we also going to get the parents? Like, are we also going to have the parents go to jail as well? And then someone posted a response. I can't remember exactly what the response was, but the response basically was talking about, and not streaming his music no more. And then he was like, hold up now, us black folk, now we ain't say all that. We gonna still be playing it at the cookout and we ain't doing all of that. And so it brought up the question to mind that I saw some others having a conversation about, of whether or not it's right as us listeners, are we also to a certain degree being held to the fire if we continue to listen to his music? Can we actually separate the artist from their work in this part, in any case?
I say yes.
Tell me why.
Here's why. Listening to this person's music is by no means an endorsement of anything that they did, right? It's a song, for Christ's sake. It's not like I'm saying, you know what, I stand in solidarity with R. Kelly. Let me ask you a question, and I'm going to put it that way. If for whatever reason you found out Hitler had found the cure for cancer, would you not take that drug?
The consequences are different.
Why? Because you can die if you don't take the drug. If
in order to for the drug to take effect, I have to sing along or do a, God forbid, kill Jewish people dance, then that's how I see it's the same.
Right.
Because why? Because in R. Kelly's music is inspired by these heinous crimes. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Okay.
Happy
people.
But that's you're talking about happy people. We don't know what he's happy about, but there's all of these songs where he's literally talking about doing things that are illegal that we do.
A lot of other people have done and have sung. Are we gonna stop listening to Elvis? Elvis did some pretty.
I feel we should stop listening. That's not his music anyway. He done stole it.
I think there was Chuck Berry or somebody else did some crazy little sly shit with On the Age. Are we supposed to stop listening to Celine Dion because this older man was manipulating her?
Is the music specifically talking about that crime? And I think in our Rape-em Kelly's case, a lot of his songs have that same vein, and that's the problem. I believe the children are the future. What future are you talking about, sir?
A lot of art, though, is left up to self-interpretation by the person who's consuming it.
Absolutely.
So I may not be getting that message. I've never thought about touching a little kid listening to R. Kelly
He
music.
Literally said, age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah, but
that's what I mean. Like, I think in his case specifically,
right, he was talking about little girls.
So in some art, I think depending upon the artist and the art, it could be depicted. For me, it doesn't matter if it's depicted or not.
So when I heard that, I thought about going and check out a MILF. I wanted an older woman when I heard age ain't nothing but a number.
But little did you know that this song was pegged during the time when he was illegally married to Aaliyah. So he was sexually assaulting this girl at that time when he's writing a song talk about age ain't nothing but a number. And there's no way that I can be able to separate those two things in looking.
Because you have deeper knowledge of what's
even
happening.
even before I knew that part.
Right.
Even then I was just like, no, but I also am someone who has a aversion to talking to people who are really older or really younger. So there's that. So I know that's a me thing. But I forget who said it. DJ Juke said, but Kareem, those songs though, you can't help but think he was singing at young girls though.
Right.
Gigi said, it's tough. I don't necessarily want to hear it in a fet, but his music is part of my history growing up.
I'm not stopping listening to R. Kelly, and R. Kelly is a reprehensible human being for the things he did, but I've never heard any one of R. Kelly's song and ever felt like inspired to go mess with a young girl, because that's not the way I don't
think it necessarily has to inspire you to do a thing versus knowing that this person did a thing and he's literally talking about it in the song. To me, right, I can't. So I know, like somebody said, so we not stepping in the name of love no more. Right. I do believe it's a personal decision for me. That it's a decision that I've made, that when the music comes on, I stop. I don't dance.
Nas the Empress just have you ever danced to Marvin Gaye? So when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing.
What concrete evidence do we have that Marvin Gaye? No, this is a real question. Yeah. That he harmed someone in some way.
He sang that about some young girl he was trying to date or marry, some 14-year-old or something at the point. Yeah.
Where do we have the concrete evidence that is this is what I'm saying. Yeah. We had a tape of R. Kelly. This before the trial. I had already stopped listening or whatever. Right. But I mean, like we saw concrete, because we never know. That's the thing. Concrete evidence.
Minus the tape of R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. What did we have, right?
Several reports from different people, but that didn't stop anything. Right. The tape, unfortunately.
So there were several reports about that thing with Marvin Gaye and that young girl. Yeah. And where was being said.
Like I said, I didn't stop listening to R. Kelly when it was like hearsay. I didn't say it. That's why I said, where's the concrete?
So you feel like the Marvin Gaye thing is hearsay?
This is the first I've heard of it. I've never heard of that. So that's why I said this is a literal question, because I'd never heard of that before. Yeah.
I'm not stopping listening to R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. I think I have enough wherewithal to understand that this is art, and I will interpret or consume the art in a way that's not dangerous to anybody. R. Kelly is a bad person, and he's been put away, and that's that. The whole Vybz Kartel thing, I think Kartel did what they accused him of. Yeah. I definitely think he did that. I don't believe in the way the system got him, because it was similar to what
you're saying
what they did to R. Kelly.
The slippery slope of the legal system.
Like, listen, we got to get this guy off the street, and we need to figure it out by any means. I'm not going to stop listening to Vybz Kartel. He's locked away. He's paying his time, but whatever music he brings out, he's an amazing artist. I am going to consume the art. If Hitler had somehow found the formula for cancer and he put it out there, and I'm sick, I'm taking that drug, I'm going to separate it from the person. Am I going to put Hitler up on a pedestal and like, go Hitler, go? I'm not.
Jesus. Please nobody record that part of the thing.
I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, bad people sometimes do good things.
Oh no, I definitely agree that. People, I don't believe there's any such thing as a bad person or a good person. I believe that there are consequences for people's actions, though.
That doctor that they experimented on that lady, her DNA is the
Henrietta Lacks.
That guy who did that, what are we gonna do? Are we not gonna take the results of that? They did heinous things to that lady,
and heinous things to people who we have no names for. Like I forget his name, but the doctor who's a doctor of gynecology, he literally would buy black women, black enslaved people, and utilize them, no anesthesia, to figure out all the different ways to work on women's bodies and their reproductive organs. Meaning, no anesthesia, putting things inside, taking things out, doing all types of stuff. And again, to the point of, to your point of, okay, we're not gonna stop doing XYZ, but again, consequences to actions and calling out things for what they are. R. Kelly's music is not going to save my life. So I don't have a problem being like, I no longer support this music. And I'm okay with that. Like I said, I think it's a personal decision. People have to be able to say for themselves
think it's a personal
whether
decision.
or not they want to. I don't think that we should be shaming people for not listening
I don't
or
think so
still
either.
listening, whatever the case may be. I just know for me, I can't. I find it very difficult to kind of like to thing the two. That doesn't mean that. So he's also written for lots of different people. I haven't stopped listening to their music, and I think that's the point of what we're talking about when we think about like Cosby.
Right.
Like the Cosby Show's not on television anymore, but if it came on Netflix, I'd binge it. I would binge it.
I'm gonna watch that
Again, because there are other people that are involved. It's not just him. It's not a one-man show. So I would watch it for that reason. I wouldn't stop watching it because Bill Cosby, his stand-up, anything like that, I don't watch anymore. I don't consume those kind of things. Things that I know are directly this person, I don't think. So when, like I said, Step in the Name of Love come on, and I no longer two-step.
I'm stepping.
I'm a happy person, but I am not dancing to happy people.
I believe in love, and I'm gonna keep stepping.
I believe in love too, but I ain't about that life.
So let me by a show of ones and twos, right? I think Ojo King made a statement, and let me see if I can. He said,
the one that I saw was good points.
I definitely see the difficulty in separating the individual and the music. But isn't Darling Nikki about that also? Am I bugging? Prince, right?
That was Gigi, I think,
yeah,
right?
Gigi said that. Berthel said everyone still listened to Michael Jackson after his scandal.
Again, where's the concrete evidence? He was never, and it's how, this is why I be like, concrete. I need concrete. Do I believe that Michael Jackson was a little bit warped in his mind? Yes, I do. I do believe that because of the childhood that he had, that he was very warped in his mind, and his ideas about how you connect with other people was very different. Do I believe that he was a sexual predator? No.
You don't believe he was a sexual predator?
No, I don't believe he was a sexual predator. Yeah. But I do believe that he could have done things that are, again, on a slippery slope that could be that some people could have felt harassed by because of the way that he viewed connecting with other people. I definitely feel like that could have happened. But we don't have any concrete evidence. People be saying all the time, especially, but the way that they said this and the way that editing is real. You ever watch a show? There's no such thing as reality TV. Yeah. It's scripted. Reality TV is scripted. Why do they have writers? They create storylines. There's a show out right now that I just started watching that's pretty good. There's only 2 episodes though. It's called The Big Leap, and it's basically about it's the book. The Big Leap is really good. Is by Gay Hendricks. You should definitely read it. But it's about a bunch of underdogs who join a reality TV show dance competition, and you get to see the fake reality show in work. Like the producer's like, okay, how can I create drama? Go find out who her baby daddy is. Go do this. Go, like, it's all of this stuff. Like none of this stuff is real. So you see something on TV and you see somebody talking in a documentary, you see what they want you to see. Yeah. Sometimes they make the pauses longer than it needs to be. Editing is so real. And so because I've had more of an opportunity to understand that piece, I don't look at that as tough as I did before. Okay. So, because they can make you believe all types of stuff.
You do understand that works in the other way too,
yes,
right?
I do. Which is why I be like, give me concrete evidence. I try to kind of, again, I'm not saying that all these people are innocent. What I'm saying is I don't have enough concrete evidence to be able to say this is something that happened versus this is something that didn't.
So you're done with R. Kelly's music?
Yeah, I've been done with R. Kelly's music for...
You've said that before.
For a while,
I'm confirmed. All of it. Every single R. Kelly song, you're not gonna play.
I don't play the music. I try if it comes on, like if it comes on my Spotify, or I remove it from my list if it was on there and I didn't know, or if I'm like, I remember the last time I was at a big function. I was at one of my good friend's wedding, and R. Kelly song came on, and I went and I sat down, and one of my friends was like, I want to sit down too, but I really love this song, and I was like, do you, girl? And I just sit down. That's how I've chosen to think it. Understanding that he's written lots of songs, he's produced lots of songs, and so I can't necessarily follow all of those things to know all of those songs to say, can't listen to this either, can't listen to this either. I don't know all of them to be able to do that, so no. But his direct stuff, I don't really deal with it anymore.
To me, that slope is like it's too much. I completely understand the type of person R. Kelly was. I get it, and I'm not out there shouting his praises, but the man made good music, and I'm gonna consume.
And
that
I'm gonna
good
stick
music.
beside him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick beside that music. Like same thing
I
for
grew up on a
Cartel.
lot of his music too.
I
I saw people like putting that. It's a part of the history. Good morning, DJ Beard. Somebody said, he said, I agree with the caption. Regardless, R. Kelly made good music. His personal ain't my business.
Yeah.
That's a personal choice too.
So OJ King says, I don't have his music on my main playlist, but I still enjoy it if it comes on. Was that a personal choice to take his music, or you
morning,
just never
Jackie
was a big
Johnson.
R. Kelly fan in the first place? Shout out to DJ Brady. Big up to the crew inside Barbados. Good morning.
And I was a big R. Kelly fan.
Yeah,
Not
so
like, oh, I'm going to every concert.
I think you're hurt. That's what it is. That's why you stop
Hurt
listening.
for what?
Yeah. It's
No.
like, how could R. Kelly disappoint me like that? I love this
No.
music so much. You know what?
No,
I'm going to
I don't
punish
know
you,
him.
R. Kelly.
No, I'm going to punish you, R. Kelly.
Yeah, I'm not
no,
gonna
for me,
stream
it's
your
not. I'm not centering him anymore. I'm centering his victims. That's how I see it. I'm centering his victims.
But you can
and
still
stop.
do that and still listen to his music.
No, I don't feel as though I can.
Okay.
That's me. I don't feel as though I can. And like I said, if others feel like, yo, like his personal business is not my thing, I get it. And if that works for you, that works for you. It doesn't work for me.
Right.
If I knew that you were somebody who was doing heinous activities, I wouldn't be here either.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I feel as though there's different ways that we support people.
By the way, describe
and we
heinous
shouldn't.
activities so I could
Not Tony-like
refrain.
activities, but heinous illegal activities where you are harming specifically black bodies.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't
I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah. I have one of my pro fights. One of my sorority sisters that brought me in. She is a huge R. Kelly fan. I mean, she will. She's gotten a lot quieter in her defense of him.
Right.
But
she still listens.
If he has a concert this weekend,
she'll go.
She's going.
But she'll keep her mask on so nobody knows it's her, right?
She'll keep her mask on because she doesn't want to catch COVID, but she don't care if anybody knows that she's there. And I mean, like I said, personal choices. I'll regularly call him our rapist Kelly now, because that's as far as I'm concerned.
So
that who he is.
You're the only person that I've heard speak that thinks Michael Jackson did not molest kids.
That's okay. I've heard other people who also feel that way, but again, like
I know there wasn't concrete evidence, but where there is smoke, there got to be a little fire. Not even if it's just
not all the time though. I feel like working some of the places that I've worked and seeing some of the things that I've seen has made me realize that's when I started saying the world is not black and white. It's definitely gray. It's very, very gray. And seeing how some people connect to other people. Is it appropriate to sleep in the bed with a minor that is not someone who's in your own family? Absolutely not. Is it illegal and you should go to jail for it? I don't know about that. Is it inappropriate? I definitely think. And I think that's what's happened. I do believe I do believe that those things happened. Did he sexually assault anybody, touch anybody inappropriately? I have not seen that, but I do believe that he was doing things that were inappropriate. I do believe that. But I also don't, if I'm honest, I also don't stream Michael Jackson's music either. I don't. If it comes on, yeah, like I don't put any of his music on my so to a degree, but like I said, but I don't have any concrete evidence, but I do believe that he was probably inappropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, I do believe that he was inappropriate. Was he doing something illegal and sexually assaulting anybody? I don't know. That's the part that I'm like, I don't know, but I do believe that he was inappropriate.
So Gigi has a point here. She says, where is it? Imagine he violated you and wrote a song about it. Doubt you would enjoy it. But that's hyper specific.
But that's how I feel when I listen to R. Kelly songs when he's talking about stuff like that.
So you feel like he violated you?
No, in saying that I'm centering the victims, I feel like that. Okay. Like it's just
Yeah.
I feel like it's just
I'm not doing it.
I feel like we live in a society where it's so normalized to victim blame, to what we were talking about earlier, that very little time do people put the victim into consideration when they are making these kinds of choices. Okay. Like right now, majority of the people who are saying like I'm not listening, I'm not gonna stop listening, they've centered R. Kelly, right? we don't usually censor the victim unless it's somebody that we know.
Right.
That should not be the case.
If I don't think I would listening to R. Kelly if he did something to somebody and I it might yeah, I know where you were going.
I know, I was like, I don't even want to call that, you know?
That'll be a difficult swallow for me.
But I feel like that's normal. That's normal. It would be a difficult swallow for a lot of people, which is why people say things all the time. Like, who is it? Chuck D had posted and said, "Oh, like, you know, I don't know. The sentencing hasn't happened yet, but I think the sentencing won't even happen until
next year.
Yeah, like
May 2022.
Whew. But in thinking about that, he was saying, oh, well, it should be rehabilitatory. Like, these people should be able to go to jail for like 10 years and then maybe they'll be okay and they could come back out. Basically saying that he's sorry. He's sad that R. Kelly is not going to get the chance to be rehabilitated. And a lot of people were writing back and being like, it's also sad that these women had to go through all of these decades of abuse. Right. I mean, like, he was literally like holding people hostage in his home.
So he absolutely should pay for his crimes, but you don't think he should be rehabilitated?
No, I think everybody should have space to be rehabilitated. But to the point of the people who were responding to him, they were saying like, the part that you're finding sad in all of this is never centered on the victim. It's and that's what I mean. Like, so how I'm going to show up, I'm trying to center the victim. So even though he didn't violate me and I'm hearing him singing about violating somebody, you're singing about statutory rape. Right. I know that you're a rapist. I can't because I'm thinking of the fact that you literally did these things to someone. And these people, I think, deserve to be heard. And I feel as though a lot of times when we have these conversations, it's about centering the artist. And it's just like, yo, F them. That's how I feel about Nicki right now. Yo, F her and her rapist husband. That the woman, until this man got with Nicki, the woman that right now is going to court for them, like, she was able to live a semi-normal life, having to, you know, come to peace with all that she had been through and whatever trauma through her sexual assault. Then this man becomes famous, and now she has all of these people harassing her. She's had to move several times, like, and then people still like, she looking for some money, da da da.
Weren't they the ones that offered her money? They were the ones, I think, that offered her money preemptively. Yeah. Because they have this strategy. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on the Nicki situation because she obviously on something. She on something.
Nicki went to school for drama. Literally. She's an actress. Yeah. All that stuff that she was talking on the thing, I believe it was all orchestrated. I believe all of a sudden you were having yourself go viral about vaccines and COVID and I'm going to the White House at the time where media coverage started coming out about your husband and these very real allegations that could disrupt your finances and your ability to do the work that you do. I don't think that was a coincidence. That's just me.
You don't think that man has some kind of like she's going really hard for somebody that has
love him. She love him.
You see what I tell you?
She love him.
You know what? And with that said, let me find this R. Kelly here. Step in the name of love.
You don't gotta tell that.
I'm not gonna do it to you.
I want to make sure that we get some of these people in here.
Yeah, get some of the comments.
Please do not look up no damn R. Kelly. OJ King said, R&B music on the whole is more of a mood than a daily listen for me. Oh no, R&B music is a definite daily listen for me. But that's one thing I love about R&B music. I think it's such a huge umbrella at this point. Now there's so many different pockets that you can listen, and I never have to come across an R. Kelly song, and I'm so grateful for that. DJ Bear, people praised Michael L. Jackson. He molested all the little children, allegedly. More fire. She's got many songs to listen to. Yep. Gigi, I imagine. Oh yeah, we read this one. Sorry. OJ King also said this is interesting because dancehall music is largely popular because of the roots music and violent music. There's that too, and even people make the comparison with rap. They're like, oh, you sit here and you're talking about killing da da da, and then if some of these people are actually doing the things in their music, do we have a problem with that too? I don't
listen to a lot of gangster rap.
Yeah, I don't listen to gangster rap.
I've never felt like I wanted to kill anybody.
But
I've never felt like I wanted to go shoot up anything.
It's not saying that it's going to make you. Well, I do know that that's an argument that a lot of people have had, which is why the parental advisory stickers started coming out. But I don't necessarily think that because you listen to gangster rap is going to make you want to do that. I think it's about normalizing certain behaviors.
Right.
And I feel like that's the problem for me.
I've looked at a lot of violent movies too. You know, it's a lot of art is up to the person, and are there people that are going to hear that and feel like they can do that?
But I also think it's like it's not to say it's going to make like I don't think it's about inspiring somebody to do a thing, but also normalizing and desensitizing, right? And so like when you think about like I don't watch because it's going to happen. Somebody black or brown is going to get killed, right? And it's going to get videotaped, right? I have yet to watch the videotape of somebody's neck.
Yeah, I did not watch that too. I couldn't.
I can't remember who was it after. I can't remember who it was after. It was probably after Trayvon. I had to take a step back because I mean to the point. What's her name? Rashida, the cookie jar artist.
Yeah, Ashida
Charles. To like, you see how she says that sometimes she feels like she has to take a step back. I was that person on Facebook, and I was going in and all of the time, and I found there's so much anger that can sit inside of you sometimes that I was just like, I need to step back. That's when I started fasting from social media because I was just so angry. And so for my own mental health, I don't really go in. I still go in, but I don't really go in the way that I used to on social media, specifically on Facebook, about things when they happen like this. I always make sure I'm sharing information and letting people know different ways that they can be able to help. But then I also, for my own mental health and making sure that I'm okay, I don't watch any of the stuff anymore because it desensitizes you to being able to see that. When have you seen videos of people freaking being killed all the time? Like, this is what they used to do back in the day in the civil rights time when they were lynching people. They put it in the paper. Like, we should not be used to seeing black bodies dead. Like, that's not something that we should be desensitized to. And I feel like that's what it is with the music, with the listening to violence or watching, especially when you're, to me, I'm thinking when I'm talking about with kids, like I don't listen to gangster rap because that's just never been my jam. No, I do listen to some rap, but I don't listen to gangster rap. But I think of when I have a kid, am I going to let him play like Grand Theft Auto when he's at an impressionable age? No, I'm probably not going to. When he's older and can be able to not be inspired by it, maybe I might be a little bit more lax and saying you can do this or she can do this. But I'm also mindful of not making things normalized for people. And at any age, things can get normalized if you see it all the time, if you hear it all the time, then it becomes nothing, which is why now people have no problem sharing all these fight videos and like
world star.
Yeah, like it's just so, I scroll past that stuff so fast now. It shouldn't be normalized. And I think unfortunately, because it happens so often and social media is blown up to the place that it's blown up, it's becoming normalized and we're becoming desensitized to it. And I don't want that to ever happen.
I think that's a good counterpoint because I was about to highlight this comment here. Empress Rose said, I've watched all the Fast and Furious, but I don't drive like that. But again, like you said,
it's not about inspiring certain behavior because most of us are smart enough and to not do that.
A young kid, probably 9 or 10, watching that will thing. That's the way I want to grow up too. Because in my defense, I've watched a lot of porn. I've never thought about releasing a movie.
But there's lots of research, please, Lord have mercy, where it talks about porn, specifically porn with men, in that it normalizes it. And then it has great consequences for their own interpersonal relationships with their sexual partners.
Maybe that's why I'm so cold.
They're a whole other conversation for a whole other day. Not you specifically, but literally, like there's so much research out there for people who have watched porn. It kind of tells them, oh, this is what sex is supposed to be like. This is what this is how women should be treated. The women are very much objectified in these spaces, and so if you're in a space at an impressionable age and you're consuming large amounts of content like this, it is going to be like, that's how our brains work. Like literally, that's how our brains work. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. No, like your brain is taking in information all of the time. As we're sitting here, we're touching all of this thing. Even though I'm talking, I can hear the creak of the thing. I can feel the difference between the feel of the board versus the like we're constantly taking in information. And when you're younger, it's so much. Oh my God. That's why most kids don't like certain foods, because they're taking it in at a greater rate as we are. So there might be foods that you didn't eat when you were younger that as an adult you can eat it now,
right.
because it's not as fierce taste on your palate. I'm just telling people, like, just be mindful. If you don't want to listen to R. Kelly music, that's cool. You don't have to. And if you want to, that's cool. You can listen to whatever you want.
Yeah.
But just be mindful, I would say, of like what you're desensitizing yourself to, what you're normalizing.
I wanna take a quick poll, not scientific, obviously. Who here is gonna stop listening to R. Kelly, and who here is gonna continue to listen to R. Kelly? 1 for if you're gonna keep listening. 2 if you're gonna stop. I just want to see like what's the general consensus amongst everybody here. Good morning to the team over there on YouTube. Good morning, guys. Don't forget we're also available on Twitch. Y'all can definitely make that switch. Good morning to the people that's over there on Facebook also. Let's take a quick music break. We'll come back. One more topic before we shut down.
One song again. Age ain't nothing but a number. That is a song about statutory rape. That's what.
No, but that's depends on the interpretation.
No, literally, he's singing that.
Right. Yeah. He. But the way I'm interpreted, it doesn't.
No, but you can have your own interpretation. Right. But that's what the song is about.
But
he's literally talking about age is nothing but a number.
Somebody will paint something and they'll say, "Listen, man, I was thinking about mountains and stuff," and I look at it and I'm like, "I'm seeing lawns and swimming pools."
So then the question then becomes, the person who created this thing, what they created it for, no longer matters. Just your interpretation. Then everybody's interpretation could be different.
But for art, yeah.
But if we're literally saying this is the artist, this is the creator. The creator is their intent should be greater than whatever you're seeing. Well, this is what I see. I see balloons, right. Even though the artist is like, no, I drew mountains. Regardless of what you see it as, this is what they created.
Right.
And so that still takes.
But sometimes art is art. You can't contain what it makes people feel or how they see it.
Yeah, absolutely right. But that
you
doesn't
as
take
the
away the intent. But that still doesn't take away the creator's intent.
Right.
And their interpretation of their own work.
And that's fine.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm saying that it sounds like you're saying, well, at the end of the day, what I think of what it is greater. I don't think I don't think it's greater.
I don't think it's greater, but what I'm telling you is that neither is
I don't think that what you're saying doesn't exist. Like, yeah, other people are going to have their own interpretation.
Yeah,
I just think
neither is the intent of the art.
No, I don't agree with that, because again, if the creator created it, then their intent does actually matter. So that's what I think.
Let's say I say something to you, right? Your interpretation of it was it's hurtful, but that was not my intent. Which one is greater? That I did not intend to hurt you, but the way you took it, it did hurt you. I say something to you like, Sonia XYZ, and you're like, Kareem.
No. We gotta get specific.
I'm like, Sonia, that's not what I meant.
If you said I want to punch you in the face,
right?
And I say, oh, I'm hurt by you saying that you want to punch me in the face. You literally said you want to punch me in the face. So that's not me taking it as something. He literally said age ain't nothing but a number.
Right. And so if I say I want to punch you in the face,
yes,
but you don't take it as a punch, you're like, Kareem's such a jokester. Right?
No. We're not. Let's take it as, again.
But my intention is to punch you in the face. But you did not interpret. You're like, Kareem always jokes, so he doesn't mean that.
Does that mean that you're not a threat? You're still a threat. Even if I don't take you as a threat, you're still a threat.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're still a threat. If your intent is like you want to cause harm. The threat is not handled. The threat is not handled. In this particular situation you're talking about, if you're saying you really want to punch me in the face, just because I don't take you seriously doesn't mean that you're no longer a threat. You're still a threat. Right. I am just not taking the threat seriously.
But I did not hurt you. Did I hurt you?
That's not what we're talking about. Remember, we're talking about intent, right? Go ahead, take your musical break. Let's keep the thing the thing.
We'll be right back. The wake-up call. One more topic. We're going to get into it, and then we're going to take the break at 8.
We have the back in our corner. You should play some Al Green.
I'll play R. Kelly. Damn it. No, I'm not going to do that to you. We'll be right back. The Wake Up Call, best morning show in all the land.
And porn isn't about whether men or women watch it. It's just what it is. Sorry.
I don't hear you.
No. Go
okay, my bad.
Sorry, I'm reading comments after the fact.
We'll be right back.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. This is the Wake Up Call.
Good morning. A new day dawning, and fatting calling. No time for stalling. Let's go, let's go. Wake up everyone who's sleeping. Meet me on the road. New inspiration, no contemplation, deliberation. Let's go, let's go. Wake up everyone who's sleeping. Meet me on the road. Raise it. 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 Leave no one missing. This vibe interesting. One tall witnessing. Let's go, let's go. Wake up everyone who's sleeping. Hey. Meet me on the road.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Witty and raw. Yep, this is the Wake Up Call.
Good morning.
Hello. Good
We're back.
morning. We're back.
We have a topic on that.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we have before we go. I know, not before we go. Before we go to the next hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got a chance to read through some of the what you call this. Good morning, Juicy Lips. She said she here. She was driving.
Good morning, Juicy Lips. Good morning to you.
We read through some of the comments. It goes to show that music in the whole really carries a message. That was DJ Beard.
Nate actually thought we were talking to the audience. He's like, the mics are off. I guess the conversation we was having, he thought.
It looked juicy, right? Yes, it was real juicy. It was, yeah. Sometimes me and Kareem just be here talking to each other. We really do. We really be here just being like, dad, just chopping it up. Mara said, now my little sister be looking mad grown and got a job wait, I don't know about that comment. I don't know if that's for what we're talking about your little sister. But I know that Denise Trini had also said women watch porn too. Yeah, women do watch porn. Lots of women watch porn, but that doesn't change the fact that women are objectified in porn. And historically so, if you're watching a lot of info, if you're taking in all of that information, what message is it sending to you? And if a woman is watching porn, she's going to get a different message sent to her than if a man is watching porn because they see themselves in it.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Sure.
Shout out to the real Steffi. Just dropped 5 gifted subs to the whole family. So right now we're up to 147 out of 150. Guys, 3 more to make it. So the real Steffi always coming through.
It.
And guys, we know everybody can't afford a sub, right? For whatever reason, you may not be able to afford it, and that's fine. There are other ways you can support us, and we definitely appreciate it. However, you can support. So whether it's sharing, whether it's reposting, whether it's convincing your friends and family to join us every morning, or whatever time of day is your favorite show, that goes a long way too. So
amen.
Thank you for everybody that's keeping subscribing, keeping this thing going. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we do. Denise Trini said R. Kelly goes to jail, but Hugh Hefner is the man. I'm just saying, and I also feel as though as black people, we shouldn't center white people when we're talking about consequences.
Right.
Like R. Kelly hurt black women.
Right.
He hurt black girls.
Right.
So do they not matter because Hugh Hefner or what's this man, Harvey Weinstein, or I mean, we can go on and on and on. Like right is right and wrong is wrong. So
but I think what D-Nice's argument is that the justice system is unfairly,
It is. The justice system is unfair, but the same way that we're going hard for Harvey Weinstein, like I'm not switching up. I think he should go to
We
go
celebrated
to jail.
OJ, although we believed he did it, right? And we celebrated OJ.
I don't know. I don't think I was old enough to understand all of the things that were going on, but I definitely was like, yay. He had a lawyer that can be able to make sure because he has money.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other people. There's a post going around right now with Gabby Petito, OJ Simpson, I think Casey Anthony and somebody else, but basically talking about domestic violence. If you didn't know, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And they're basically saying like, if you know that this, that, and the third is happening, then say something, get out of it unless you're going to end up like these people. And I was kind of like, but should OJ Simpson be in this picture? Do we have concrete evidence that he beat his wife? I wasn't old enough to follow the case to know that. So I didn't.
We're the same age, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I just don't know. Now, obviously, years later, if there's stuff coming up, like I used to love Jason Kidd, then I got concrete evidence that he beats up his wife, and he ceased to be my person that I like in basketball teams. Like you get new information and you're able to make new choices. That's how I see it. But at the end of the day, like if you don't have like concrete evidence of a thing, I think it's hard to be like, this person is doing this, because to the point, the justice system says that black people do things and sometimes they have not done anything.
Right.
There was just somebody who just got let out of prison after I think like 40 years in Staten Island a month or two ago. The first person to have that happen in Staten Island. And this person was in jail for decades. Did nothing. Decades. But
in those situations, like, I think that's why black people tend to say, well, hey, look at that white person got away and they did it for years.
I get that.
It doesn't make it right.
But I also feel like
I understand where that emotion is coming from.
No, I understand that, but I think it's not it's not different. Every victim deserves to be held up. But again, in this particular, you're talking about black women who were hurt. And so it's like, if we're going with, let's go with the black people, the victims were black. Mm-hmm. So
Nate,
what are we saying?
Leave it up to Nate to take the angle.
Good morning, Nate.
Nobody touched all morning. Say, why do parents leave their kids with grown men unattended?
Yep.
The parents need to be held accountable for the underage women, especially Aaliyah's parents.
And there are things Aaliyah, God rest her soul, she's not here anymore. And there's certain statutes of limitations on certain things. So
right.
If something's not currently happening, I heard that there's certain things that you can't bring up criminal charges for certain things. But I do believe that parents should be held accountable to a degree. Do I believe that they should get jail time? I don't. But I also feel like that when you're talking about like co-conspirators, when somebody has done somebody's done a heinous crime and maybe somebody was in the car and they didn't know what was happening, that person also can go to jail. Like, I don't believe in that either. I believe that they should be held accountable to some level, yes. And that's why they have endangering the welfare of a child as a thing, in terms of like neglect and abuse for parents. So I think that kind of sits in that space. But good morning, Nate. I didn't see when you got in.
Yeah.
But
good morning to you, Nate.
It's the top of the hour though, so you got to go on an actual real break now.
Yeah.
See what happens.
No, we're just gonna take a short one. Just a short one. Just a couple of drops and then get right back into it. You have the back in our corner lined up.
I'll get it lined up. I got two clicks. Okay. And also, just so we're clear, our rapist Kelly, calling him a rapist is not calling him a name. Just so we're clear, he's an actual rapist. That's not calling him a name. So there's nothing for me to repent for. But God bless.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
All right. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick pause for a cause. The wake up call, Wild and Holy. Kareem is here. Best morning show in
all of the land.
So we'll be right back. Let's get back in our corner lined up and we'll be back. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
The wake up call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the wake up call.
Good morning.
I love it. Okay, guys.
All right.
Bacchanal corner time. Oh, and I did see what you said, Lady Taz. She said, did you guys know today is National Coffee Day?
No.
I didn't either. I don't drink coffee, but I wanted to make sure that I said that because it is apparently. I think it was Lady Taz, or maybe it was Miss Kiki. So there it is.
Our number 3. We are about to get it started. Wild and Holy, Kareem, back in the corner right now. Let's go.
Okay, so the Bacchanal corner today. I have been sad for a while now, and I'm seeking advice on how to move past this situation. I've been in a relationship for 6 years with a married man that was loving and attentive and treated me like a priority at all times. We live about an hour away from each other, and he would make a point to see me weekly and take me on business trips with him and weekend outings whenever he could. He always told me that he was in a marriage of convenience and was waiting till his children grew up to leave his wife. I overlooked the fact that his youngest child is 20 and he was still married because I loved him and the relationship worked. Well, tragedy struck recently and he was diagnosed with a terminal illness. I kept in touch with him through his coworker while he was in the hospital. While he was recovering at home, I snuck over to his home to visit while his wife was out. Oh, wow. He let me in, and that's when I realized that he never planned to leave his wife. His wife came home as I pulled away from the house. He called me and said he told his wife that I was an old friend and I was just checking in on him. He said she believed it. Well, he died a few days later, and I got a strange phone call.
Wow.
His wife had called me to let me know he died, and she told me that she'd known about me for years. She told me that I was not welcome at his funeral and that I should not cause her any embarrassment. I felt bad for having the affair all of those years, but I wanted to say goodbye to my man. I showed up at the graveside service and his coworker asked me to leave. I just wanted to say goodbye. What's so wrong with that? Can you just highlight some of the last couple of comments that came in? Because what? Oh my God. Dang, Selector Chris, he says secrets in company is bad matters. Sometimes we're not talking about stuff that y'all care to hear anyway. When we join Patreon, then y'all could join our Patreon and you could hear all of the things that we talk about when we go to break. But yeah, I see a lot of people have very strong feelings about about this Bacchanal Corner, and I agree. I agree with most of you. Ooh, she needs to be put in the grave. I might not agree at that point.
She needs to be put in the grave with him. Wow.
Yeah. What say you?
Yeah. Woo.
I know I try to always go back to what are they actually asking? She said,
this man is
what's
already
so wrong
dead,
with her
girl,
wanting to say goodbye?
Say goodbye to your man. Yeah, she not gonna see him again. As a matter of fact, go plant a nice wet kiss on his body while it's in the coffin. Yeah.
So you think that she should have showed up?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Go say goodbye to your man. The wife obviously knew. Go say goodbye. Had the wife not knew, should she have showed up? Had nobody known anything, should she have shown up? Would we have felt
Mara
differently?
said I'd be like, bye. I don't care if the wife knew or not, but clearly you didn't respect this woman anyway, so why would she respect her in his death? She didn't respect their relationship when they were alive. Why would she respect the relationship in death? And so I'm not surprised that she feels as though she should be centered and she should be able to show up and blah, 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 blah. Do I think that it's disrespectful? Yeah. I don't care if the wife knew about her or not.
We have a comment from YouTube.
There's that.
I'm surprised. I'm going to
go ahead, YouTube. Talk your ish.
Larry says funerals are for the family.
Ooh.
And the family didn't want you there. Have you ever been in a funeral and you don't know half the people there? Half the people in my dad's funeral, I didn't know who they were.
She got a call beforehand being like, don't show up here.
Well, that's a little different. So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because of that, I feel like, should she have taken that into consideration? Yes. But also, she didn't respect these people no way. She hasn't respected them the whole time they were married.
Exactly. Stay
so
true
why
to
would
your
you
man.
expect this person to respect in death?
Yeah.
You wanted said she didn't respect the marriage. So why will she respect the woman now that the husband in a coffin? That's exactly what it is. Selector Chris said, if the wife didn't pull up on the husband for all those years, why call me to tell me the man dead and I can't pay my last respects?
I'm going your way, Selector Chris. You should have handled that while everybody was alive.
That's why I said it. I don't think it matters whether the wife knew or didn't know, because
she should have handled that shit while he was alive.
But there are some relationships where some women are just kind of like, yeah. I'm still getting a lot of the things that I want, so I'm not gonna make a stink about this. I know that he's never gonna leave, and so whatever. But then they have strict rules about don't be out here. People shouldn't know about it. Don't be putting it in my face. And I guess for her, this was that. Look who entered the chat.
Alma.
Hello, sir. And exactly to the point that I was saying, what did she ask? Is she wrong?
No.
Yes.
Hell to the no.
You don't think she's wrong?
That person was your friend. I'll be friendlier than what most people know. Go pay your last respects. Yeah, nobody ain't telling me I can't pay respect to my dead friend. Hell no.
Yes, I think that she is wrong because she's being disrespectful. It's your friend.
Disrespectful to who?
Disrespectful to the people that she has harmed in that space. That's just
harmed how? The wife knew about it. She admitted that she knew about it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she wasn't harmed by it. Doesn't mean that she wasn't hurt by it.
She didn't have the energy to kick up a storm while he was
up here. Huh? I'm pointing up here, but the background corner's down here. She literally said, "Don't come here trying to embarrass me." She's already been harmed. I think. Oh, good morning, Jackie. I think that she is wrong for centering herself. I just wanted to say goodbye. She's centering herself. This ain't about you. It's not.
Why isn't it about her?
It's not about her.
She had a relationship with this man for years. Why isn't it about her?
But you had a relationship with this man for years in the cloak of darkness. Stay there.
She ain't trying. If the wife don't make a stink at the funeral, nobody would know.
Nope. Was she showing up at Thanksgiving? Was she showing up at different events that they were having while he was alive?
He's dead.
No. While he was alive,
when
she
he was
showing
alive,
up?
that was a different story.
Nope. If he's alive and it's nobody would know who she is while she was here. Then why wasn't you at Christmas, girl? Why wasn't you at the gala that we hosted?
Mofire said she didn't want the back
time?
on her. She didn't want the back on her. She wanted to keep her man. And
who's her? The wife or
no? The wife would
Good
be
morning,
husband.
Jenny.
I would say the wife wanted to keep her husband. This woman wanted to keep her man, so that's why she didn't show up at those events.
Because that's the relation. That's the relational dynamics that they had, and I believe those relational dynamics. She should have kept that same energy when he died.
No,
that's me.
Not in death.
She should keep that same energy.
In death, she pays her last respect.
She should keep that same energy.
So
when you said I'm okay with being with a married man, I'm okay with only being able to be with him on business trips and only being able to see him weekly and not being able to really be in it. When he was alive, she knew she couldn't be at the house with the wife there and all this kind of stuff.
That's
in
not how it
depth,
That's not
exactly.
how it works.
That's not how any of this works. Keep that same energy, fam. Keep that same energy. So I believe she is wrong for centering herself. I believe. That's what I believe. But everybody doesn't have to agree.
No.
And if you believe that she is right in being able to show up, there's that. I do believe she's wrong, but I don't find it weird that she showed up.
How we know he didn't spend Christmas with her?
Because she said how he spent time with her in the beginning. She said he prioritized me and we live about an hour away from each other, and he would make a point to see me weekly and take me on business trips with him and weekend outings whenever he could. He told me that in his marriage, it was a marriage convenience and he was waiting for his kids to get older, even though I overlooked the fact that his youngest child was 20 years old. Do I think that, again, she didn't respect the relationship when he was alive? So of course I don't believe that she would respect his relationship in death. So of course she's going to show up to the funeral. So there's that. But do I think that she's wrong? Yes, I do think she's wrong.
Let me highlight Sunshine.
What happened?
They need to open the coffin and beat him.
Who's blaming the women only?
Nas the Empress says that.
How are we blaming the women only?
I don't know. She'll have to come up with that.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I'm genuinely trying to figure out the woman put in the question. I'm not saying I'm blaming her for the cheating. I said that she didn't respect the relationship while they were alive. Of course she's not going to respect it while she's dead, and she's going to show up at the funeral. We're talking to the woman. That's who wrote in. He's trash too. I mean, sometimes I say men are trash so much, I'll be like, dang, people gonna think I don't like dudes. I do. I like them very much, but there are some trash dudes, and there's some trash women too, and I think everybody should be called out on their trash behavior.
Ooh. So Alma said, if you're on the side, stay on the side, even in death.
Yes, that's my whole point. Like,
exactly.
Keep that same energy.
She wants to stand beside the effing coffin.
She wants to stand beside the coffin like a pallbearer. No.
She wants to stand beside the effing coffin.
And no. And good morning, DJ Triggs. I saw somebody say good morning to you, but I didn't see you make a comment, so maybe I just missed it. So, he did. She can always go visit the gravesite. She will be okay. Yep. I believe this. In his deathbed, he told his wife, you were a friend. That was Gigi. She set herself up, Sunshine. That's what I mean. Like, you the one who said that this was okay for all this time. Now you want to be like, no,
Gigi
blah, blah,
says,
blah, blah, blah.
I mean, he's dead. What we blaming him for at this point?
And again, like, he didn't write in. I mean, if he did, that would be a little weird. But he didn't. So I'm just speaking to this woman who I think is doing trash behavior. If they if he was still alive, and she sent this message in, I would still be blaming her because she is the one that I'm talking to. So when I'm sitting with a client and they're going on and on and on about stuff, I'll be like, okay, well, we can't control other people.
The comments is
I would still be telling her, yo, girl, why are you still in this? He's still trash.
The comments is...
If take it to the grave was the person. Go ahead, sis, save yourself. She be coming with the zingers.
Yeah. Her and Mofire.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo.
I'm trying to catch all of them. I think the wife should should put her foot down. She is a little
What
late
is she
to put
putting her foot down for
she
right
is
now?
She's mad late in putting her foot down.
Like, what different?
Yeah, she's mad late, which is why I'm surprised that she even bothered to call her and be like, "Yo,
Why?
don't come through." Which I wonder if that was like, say less. I'm coming. I'm showing up now.
Like, why you want to look for that drama?
Yep. But some people like that.
What is this?
But nobody's saying, she said, she responded, she said the man didn't respect the relationship either. But nobody said that he did.
Yeah.
Nobody said that he did
respect. The absence of one thing doesn't mean the presence of the other.
So I said he's trash. First of all, that's why I said if they were together, the person who is wrong in the relationship is the person who's in the relationship. If somebody's cheating, the person who's in the relationship is wrong. Sunshine said, I know someone who was in that situation. She showed up at the funeral with her own programs. Oh my God. And handed it out to the people in attendance. Wow.
Yo!
Wow. Selector Chris said, laugh at my behind off. Side chicks always turn up at the funeral, and that's a fact.
Y'all wilding. Y'all wilding out here.
They are wilding out. That is extra.
Mara said, I pray his wife sleeps with his bestie right after the funeral.
DJ Triggs said, my uncle's funeral had random women scattered around, all side women. My God.
Who said that?
Triggs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, Mara. The man said, stand beside the coffin. I don't understand, and I don't see why anybody would be okay with that. That's crazy. How are people doing this?
I'm still marveled by Sunshine's thing.
No, I believe it.
I believe it, but
I gotta what in the audacity after we finish this Bacchanal Corner, because it is be craziness. Who said it? Sis Save Yourself said something. Sorry, I scrolled too fast. My bad. She said, but seriously, side chicks stay wanting to be seen, unhidden, and exposed. I mean, if you're in a space where you're constantly put on the back burner, yes, they're going to feel that way. And I feel like that's why at the funerals, they feel like this is my moment. This is my moment. Now I can be able to think it, because there's no consequence for the action in regards to their ability to maintain relationship with the person who's died.
Right.
The relationship is over. So if he's mad at me, he's going to be mad at me from the grave.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why that happens. They feel like, oh, now I could show out. I don't think that's the place. DJ Beard said it goes to show that some women are living
that's what
in
we
the
were talking about.
But some men too. They got side dudes. Side dudes have been doing a lot too.
Wow.
I think this is the era of the side dudes.
Yeah.
And they are becoming very vocal about lots of different things.
Oh, side dudes?
Yeah. I be seeing some stuff on social media and I be like, what is happening? Side people just need to stay on the side. They should not exist. As far as I'm concerned, they should not exist.
What are we saying here?
You already know how I feel about this. You could cape for them all you want. You love it. Let me not. I'm not even.
So, answering the question.
Oh my Jesus.
Answering the question.
Good morning, Ariel. I'm paying for the funeral. If you come in, I'm getting my ratchet ass sister to escort you out.
Who said that?
New face, Ariel Bow, 48. Ariel Bow, good morning and thank you. I appreciate that. Nas is saying, what I'm saying is we're saying that she didn't respect the relationship. The man opened that door. The wife knew and didn't confront him about it at that point. All of those things are true, but that doesn't negate that she also did not respect the relationship. She knew that he was in a relationship, and she's clearly saying here, okay, I knew it. I thought that he was going to leave her and actually be with me. I think she was delusional because she literally says, I overlooked the fact that his kids was 20 years old. Like, she's the one that we're talking to. That's the only reason why I'm saying to her, yes, you are wrong, because she's asking, was I wrong?
Yo,
that's the only reason why. I 100% agree with what you're saying. Like, he definitely opened the door. When you're in a relationship, you are the number one culprit in disrespecting said relationship if you're stepping out and being with somebody else. I'm holding you accountable. I don't care about this side woman. But the wife didn't do that. She did not. I guess she assumed that this woman was going to stay in her place. And then she decided to remind her to stay in her place. And the woman was like, I would like to step out of my place and be a pallbearer. I'm glad she didn't bring no programs, though, because that would have been a whole other thing.
Sis says, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Said no one at a funeral.
Oh my Jesus.
I'm done. Let's answer the question.
She asked, was she wrong? So ultimately, guys, do you believe that she was wrong? I know some people said she was wrong. Some people do not believe that she was wrong. They believe that she was justified. I feel like that's what
I was saying.
That she's justified.
But if I'm being honest, I don't know how I really feel about that. I think the wife definitely has every right to say, hey, you're not allowed to be here at this time. The wife does have every right to do that.
To say that. She did have every right to tell her that.
Yes, she does. She does have every right to do that. It's her husband, it's the family, it's that reminder of, hey, you know, this is who my husband slept with. I don't think it has a place at a funeral. But I also understand that this person had an intimate relationship with somebody for a lot of years, which the husband, for all we know, it went all the way right up to the end. So I think I can understand why she feels entitled to be at that spot. But I think the wife
to be at this celebration of his life.
Yeah, I feel like the wife does have every right to control who gets to be at that moment. But I can understand why she feels like she wants to be there for his last moments, and you know.
No, I agree. I do agree. Like if you've been with somebody for 6 years, let's be real. Everybody ain't all there. Not that she's crazy, but everybody ain't all there. There's some people who, the nicest way I could say, they're a little simple. And so she probably really believed that this person really was going to leave their wife. There are some side women who are not all there, and they really do believe that. And like she said, I overlooked the fact that, you know, his kids was 20. If he wanted to leave, he probably would have left. And now this person has died and you want to be able to pay your respects. But I think to Trig's point, I definitely feel like you could have gone to the gravesite.
Yeah, that would
me.
be an alternative. That would be an alternative.
But I think to Sis's point when she said that side people in death, they want to be known, kind of like they feel as though this is their time to be able to get their close up. And Selector Chris, I hope the wife was not slow poisoning him. Sis Save Yourself, if she contributed to the cost of the funeral, she can attend. That's what my aunt said to my uncle's mistress. Yo,
who said that?
Sis Save Yourself. Are you serious? Yes, better she say goodbye and pray. And
wow.
Wow. I am flabbergasted.
So am I.
Wow.
Yo,
wow.
Yo, what is happening here?
I know. I am surprised by all of the real life stories that are in the chat. It's all I'm saying.
What is happening here? What is?
Kareem and Sonia ignored the fact that we already reached the goal. Steffi 473. I didn't know we reached the goal.
We did?
They said we reached the goal.
I did not see it.
Sis Save Yourself said true story. My God.
I did not see it, guys, so I'm sorry. I know
we
were up to, the last thing I saw was 148. So I
don't even know how to check.
Yeah.
I
you wouldn't be able to check from that side.
Oh, okay. Yay, we reached the goal. Is there some pew 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 pews or something we could put? Pew 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 pew.
I'm trying to scroll back to see because it shows up on the screen for us.
I didn't see it, but thank you to whoever joined us. Thank you for joining the party.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Dang, they said we reached the goal at 8:00. That was a while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
No, everybody don't. Well, drink your coffee. I'll drink my water. Toast to the wake up call and all of our new subscribers. Cheers.
Cheers. My tea is cold, so I'm not even gonna whatever is left in there. So yeah,
Selector Chris was in the chat like, tell them we reached.
What is the final thought on that?
My final thought is
she's wrong.
I understand that you're hurt. I understand that you wanted to say goodbye and pay your last respects. But I do believe that you were wrong. If you've been in the shadows, you should stay in the shadows. But I don't expect you to do that because, again, you keep in.
But I can argue she wasn't in the shadows because the wife knew she existed.
The wife said afterwards that she knew that she existed. She thought the wife didn't know.
Oh. Okay, so in her mind, she was okay with that lifestyle of being in the shadows. Maybe because the wife said, "Oh, well, I already knew," but the wife also said, "Don't come to the funeral." Yeah. So you just took some of what she said and was like, "I'm still gonna come anyway." So good morning, Paris. In the vein of what Sis said, what if the wife offered her this olive branch? Hey, I need your help paying for this, and you can show up. Is that something a step too far?
I'm not making no offer like that. First of all,
no, I know. Obviously, you're not making no offer. No. You don't got to explain that to me. But I'm saying, like, in the event something happens like that.
Again, if that's what she want to do, if that's what the wife want to do, then have at it.
Okay, so
I would think that's crazy.
You wouldn't find like an issue with that, right?
If that's what the wife want to do,
nah.
You like it, I love it.
Okay.
You like it, I love it. I do have a question though. I know we say this a lot about side people, but what about kids? Like, you know, I've found out about cousins because they showed up at a funeral. That's how I found out I had outside cousins who I just say those are my cousins.
Okay.
But I've seen
any
on
outside
social
brothers
media.
And sisters?
No, my dad said he heard a rumor that a lady that he was dating has 2 daughters for him, but he's like, this woman never told me anything. You be trying to look for something. I'll tell you, like, my dad has these conversations. He's never met these women. He said he was going to try to find out who these people are, but nothing ever came of it. So as far as I know, I don't have any other siblings, but if I did, they don't got nothing to do with what their parents was doing. I'm like, yo, bring it on. More people to love. That's how I see it. And so that's how I look at my cousins as well. But I know that I've seen on social media where people like, nope, they shouldn't be allowed to go. Also, don't ask me for nothing to raise them kids either. If he didn't leave you nothing, don't ask me for nothing. Do y'all agree with that? Good morning, Tessa. Thank you for joining us.
So
have a good doctor's visit. They know who they are.
Buy what? Cutsism at my doctor's office? What is that?
They're just saying that they're getting off the live because they're at the doctor's office. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think if this woman had children with this man, his oldest is 20, over 18, and she's like, okay, well, you knew about me. I have a child. Good morning.
By your husband.
TPOF.
Yeah, TPOF7.
TPOF7. I'll be really like, how does... True story. I have a friend who for years, and this is a friend I met online.
This is the Audacity story you had to give us?
No. I'm gonna wait till we finish the corner. I called him Crowbacker the show. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, my friend Crowbacker, like, he's so awesome. I was just like, what are you talking about? I was like, my friend, his name is Crowbacker the show. Yeah. She was like, let me see. She pulled up his AIM and she was like, you mean C-Rob, aka the show? I said, oh. I still call this man Crowbacker. I'm like, yo, what up, Crowbacker? So y'all forgive me for messing up y'all names. I really don't be
Crowbacker the show.
I really don't be knowing how to read it. I'll be like, what are they trying to say here? So TP up 7. Yeah. God bless. Thank you for joining us. Crowbacker, shout out to you. He's still my homie. C-Rob, aka the show. I call that man Crowbacker the show. For years. In his face, I call him Crowbacker too. God bless him. Oh, dang. You want it always be coming in hot. How you always coming in hot? Well, no, not always. You know, she be coming with real stuff. But she said, if the bastard kid's mom didn't set up for them financially, that is a them problem, not a me problem. Okay. That is your right. And you're absolutely right. That is your right. Sis Save Yourself said, so as my uncle was in the hospital, the nurses told my aunt, yo, shorty, keep visiting your husband trying to make decisions. Make sure your paperwork is in order. Wow. This is what I mean when I say, like, you was in the cloak of darkness, stay in that space. I think people being real extra with that kind of stuff. Not Chewbacca, Crowbacker. I messed it up. It's okay though.
So we gonna...
I think that this woman is wrong. I think if she had kids and the man did not put aside money in a trust for them kids, his wife has every reason to do whatever she wants. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. Cause them kids ain't asked for that. But I might be like, when they turn 18, there's money put aside for them. But what's going to happen for that kid to get to 18? That's the part that I always struggle with. So I know I don't have to do anything. I know I don't have to help. And if he didn't make room to take care of them, that's his business. You're absolutely right. But yes, to Sunshine's point, the children are innocent. And that's why I always kind of get iffy when kids are involved.
Yeah. I have to say, like, well, my father didn't have anything to leave for anybody. So I can put that out. But in terms of the relationship amongst all his kids, we all were good. We were all good. I can go to any one of my brothers or sisters' houses as when we were kids, and the mothers, I never felt any kind of animosity from the different moms. They hated each other though. The women hated each other. Some more than some, but they generally had a disdain for each other.
But they
never involved the kids.
They never, and that's what I and that's kind of like how I feel like I would definitely, because first of all, I'd be the wife that didn't know, because if I knew, y'all would know how he died. So I would be the wife that did not know. So if I find out after death that my husband was having a relationship so much so that he had kids with other people, yes, I would have disdain for this woman because she more than likely knew that he was married, but I would also feel as though that child is innocent, and I couldn't, I know I have D-Nice Trini's point of the wife has no obligation to his side kids. You're absolutely right. I have no obligation to these kids, but these are my kids' siblings. And I think people sometimes, they don't take certain things like that into consideration. Even I saw on the internet one time where this guy was like how his baby mama was pissed off at him because he went and picked up his kid from school and left the brother. And he was like, that's not my kid. And I'm just like, yeah, but you don't understand the dynamic that you're setting up between those two children. And I think sometimes people don't think about that. And so that's why even though I know I have no obligation, I don't have to do a thing, I wouldn't feel right punishing that, because that's what I would see it as, punishing that child for their parents' mistake. Though it is a generational curse that parent started, I'm not going to be somebody who's going to participate in that. I don't want to be. I personally just don't want to be a part of that.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. So,
in summarizing, we're saying that
to save yourself, so wives be knowing. Listen.
In summarizing,
you think that she had all right to show up?
No, I don't.
She was justified in showing up.
I think I understand.
Okay.
Why she wanted to show up. I'm not saying she has a right to, but I know that the wife definitely has the right to say, hey, not here, not today.
Like you have the right to show up if you want, but the wife also has a right to say, don't show up here.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, yes, somebody's going to tell you to leave.
Yeah. And
which is what happened.
And so when she asked, is she wrong? That question, is she wrong? I would have to say I'm leaning to no, she's not wrong to want to show up, but she has to understand that the wife has a right to say, hey, you can't be here at this moment in time. So that's kind of my verdict. I know it's kind of like towing the line here, but
it is very much. But I mean, say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Sis Save Yourself said the thing is wives know the kind of men they marry. I don't agree with that 100%. I think one thing you know is that people are going to change, and one thing that you know, people are going to stay the same.
Sis, I feel attacked. Are you trying to attack me, sis?
No, because there are some wives who literally did not know. There are some people like on this one reality show that I watch, Married at First Sight. Shout out to people who watch Married at First Sight. They talk a lot about how people switch up when they get on camera. When people are I saw
that episode.
When people
this happens to be playing in my house a lot lately.
Ooh, child. God bless. But it's the truth. When people are under amount of stress that they are not used to, it can bring out sides of them that they themselves are not aware of. And so I think that sometimes when people get married, it really does up the ante, and certain stuff that was not happening before starts happening after. Like that does happen. And I think that there can be sometimes, I do believe that there are times when the wives do know. Obviously in this situation, the wife did know, but even when they try to pretend like they didn't know, like they knew something was off, they might not have known there was cheating or something, but there's sometimes when people are literally finding out about something that they had no clue. There's some people who are very good at cheating. They have whole other families and still was able to be the best dad in the world.
What's wrong with that?
Or the best mom in the world.
If you could be best dad or best mom in the world and have two families at the same time, what's
wrong with it is that you're not being honest with your partner. That's what's wrong with it. If they don't know, then that's what's wrong with it. If they know and they're cool with it, then there's nothing wrong with it. Then if you're able to functionally show up in a way to positively be a presence in both of these families, then have at it. As long as everybody's aware of what's going on. That's my only thing. As long as everybody's aware of what's going on, have at it. Because some people are okay with that. Okay. I mean, shoot, you be trying to tell me all the time to share. There's some women who are more than happy to share. If they know that the man is going to be a positive influence and he's going to be there and I don't have to worry. She's Haitian, I'm Guyanese, so I know I got him for pepper pot on Monday, but she is cool with having him for soup jumeau on New Year's Day, but he's having fried fish and cook up rice on New Year's Eve night. Okay? Like, he was able to separate all of the things and nobody, everybody love everything. So, complete side note, I am putting out there to all GMGT employees or volunteers, whatever you want to call yourself, that we should have a cultural day and everybody bring something from their country, because I'm tired of hearing people tell me what they like from Guyana. Okay. And I ain't hearing nobody say what they bring in. Everybody, when's the pepper pot coming? Oh, I really like cook up rice. Ooh, girl, I heard that she got that black cake. Where's the oil down? Where's the cuckoo and flying fish?
You missed the oil.
Where is the curry crab and dumpling? This is what I want to know. Okay. Don't ask me about no pepper pot.
A lot of the women in GMGT can't cook though.
What? For real?
A lot of the women in GMGT.
What about the men?
A few of them can.
Okay, so there it is.
I mean, Trig says he can.
Let the people know when the day is happening, because I'm tired of people asking me what I'm bringing in and ain't nobody talking about bringing in nothing. So when the culture day is happening and everybody bringing in food, let it thing fly. Let it thing fly. Then everybody could get some cook up. Just know I'm putting pigtail inside.
Yeah, I love mine with pigtail too.
Yes. Okay. So the thing that I saw in What the Audacity, literally last night before I went to sleep, I saw on Spiritual Word, that's an Instagram page, a girl posted a TikTok and they reposted it. In this TikTok, homegirl was basically saying like, this dude has been in my inbox for the last couple of months. He keeps talking about he wants to talk to me. He lives 17 hours away and I'm not paying him no mind, blah, 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 blah. But I decided to give him some play. I said, you know what? He keeps telling me how he could love on me in this way, how he could make me a wife, and how he really, really just give him a chance. Just give the brother a chance. Homegirl decides to give the brother a chance, but she says, let me do a little digging because, you know, folks be lying all the time. She does some digging and ends up at this man's wedding registry. He's getting married January 1st.
Of 2022?
Of 2022. Wow. So you know what this girl did?
Yeah.
She sent them a gift.
Yeah.
Not only did she send them a gift, she screenshotted the gift, put in the comments, "It's not too late to run, sis," and then posted that on social media with their names showing, and it is now going viral. And I said, well, damn. And somebody was in the comments that said, not all heroes wear capes. And I said, you know what? She right. Because if that was me, I'd have been like, thanks. I appreciate you. The wedding registry is now down. Wow. That guy's page is now, I don't think his page is off. When I ain't gonna front. Somebody put it in the comments.
You went searching?
I went to go look.
Typical West Indian woman.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Somebody had it in the comments. I was like, let me just click. His page. I think he took mad stuff off his page. He only has 5 posts now, but his page is now private.
I'm betting it's all about redemption and
exactly all 5 posts
and forgiveness.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that wedding is happening anymore. The registry is now taken down. The registry is no longer on there no more. So maybe the wedding got canceled. But I was like, yo.
Maybe the engagement was after the comments.
First and second of all.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not after the comments. You willing to drive 17 hours to go pour into some next woman and you think I am and my name is showing up on social media. These people full first and last name showing up on social media. She was like, I'm not Xing anything out. She X'd out her stuff, but she left their names full, bold and brazen. Ain't nobody, no, I'm not getting married to anybody who would have anybody put me out there like that. Nope. Send the link. I'll be trying. How do I send the link? Oh, put it in the... Oh, that's what you could do. I'm telling y'all need to see this because this is crazy. Wow. It's crazy. Wow. I'm going to send it to GMGT and I'm going to make sure GMGT puts it in the chat. But it was some ish. And I legitimately was like, my God, salute to you, young woman. Because I personally think she did a great thing.
You think so?
I think she did a great thing.
You don't think
Expo? I think she did a great thing.
You don't think that she should have just let that be?
Why?
I'm asking.
Again, we're different people, and y'all already know how I feel.
What benefits is she getting out of that?
What benefit is she getting? She's trying to do she's trying to do active service.
Trying to be a superhero.
She said, listen, girl, it's not too late to run. She ain't trying to be a superhero, but she just making sure he's aware of all of the things.
Did this man send her dick pics?
No.
Did he promise to marry her?
But she knew what the situation was, and she said, here, just in case you'd like to know, I'm making sure that you have an ability to know. Okay, this doesn't work.
It'll work. Just give it some time.
No, I'm trying to make it right click so I can put it in the chat so they can click it themselves.
So right click it.
That's what I did.
It'll come up.
I swear, I don't like... Listen, I'm not an eye anybody. Why? I'm right clicking here. Look, I'm telling you, you do it. It's still not going to do anything.
All right, okay, I'm going to do it for you.
Just right click it and put it in the chat so they could be able to see this video of this girl talking about what happened. All right, is that it? I hope that is it.
I got it.
It is. That is it. Okay. Yes, she did it. Oh, see? Nas the Empress says I saw it on TikTok. Yes, it was originally on TikTok and then they posted it on this other platform, Spiritual Word. Oh, sis, save yourself that she said she's still gonna marry him. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
She's still gonna marry him?
That's what sis Savy. She said she's still gonna marry him.
Probably.
Maybe they just took down but that's what I mean. Like, okay, we're talking about this lady not wanting this person to show up at the funeral. Mm-hmm. The man dead. You know that your name has gone viral because you are getting married to somebody and the girl he was trying to make his side piece put that out there, put it on blast. You still gonna stand beside that person at the altar and be like, I'm gonna still get married to this person?
I don't see a problem.
I don't like it.
They could figure it out before the wedding. At least she found out before.
I don't like it.
You don't think there
it is. It's in the chat now, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You don't think there is no saving that? No?
I'm not saying there's no saving
Listen, until you put on those new shoes, you are allowed to shop around. So he was probably still shopping.
Oh, Jesus.
Like a lot of people get into weddings that they're probably not even sure about. No,
he wasn't just flirting. Absolutely right, D-Nice Trini. He wasn't just flirting.
Did she screenshot exactly what this guy was saying to her? Did they actually go on a date?
No, she said he's been trying to get to know her for months. For months, he's been trying to get her. I think she said 5 months.
Right, he probably wasn't engaged then.
No, they're getting married in three months.
Engagements are way shorter than that.
Stop trying to make it so that he wasn't doing something wrong.
I'm not trying to make it. I'm just saying that there could be other explanations. I'm not.
But we know that that's not the case here because
how do we know?
Because he's been trying to get at her for months.
Right. And how long has he been engaged?
I don't want to pull it up while I'm thinking this. But if we know he's gonna get married July 1st.
January 1st.
Sorry, January 1st. If we know he's gonna get married January 1st, we know that he's been with this person for any amount of time, potentially the same amount of time. Let's say he met both of them at the same time. Right. For the last 5 months, he's been trying to holler at this girl. Mm-hmm. The same 5 months, he's been actually talking to this other girl. And then he's finally gotten to a place where he can be able to engage this woman. And now they're getting married in 3 months' time. This girl, he's still hollering at. He's still hollering at this girl while getting gifts from other people.
D-Nice said he just could have been flirting. And I agree. He could have been.
You telling me that you want to go, that's beyond flirting. If me saying that somebody is handsome, and this is the conversation we had on Sunday with Sunday Mischief, I was like, I'm okay. I don't care if somebody's like, oh, this person is good looking or whatever. Like, I don't care about that kind of thing. But you're in this person's DMs, asking them if you can be able to take them on a date, asking them if you could be with them, telling them all the things that you would do for them in a relationship. That's beyond flirting.
He was practicing for marriage.
He was not. That's practicing for dating. That's not practicing for marriage.
He was practicing.
And you already engaged. The audacity of some people.
He's practicing. The thing
Yes.
he's gonna tell his wife once they're married.
Hello, good morning. It's Candy. She said, or he said, I don't know.
Candy, it's a woman.
She said, if that's my man and I'm a stick beside him, was a person. Yes, he was offering to fly people out. Thank you, Sunshine. I was like, I can't remember all the details. I was tired, y'all.
He was offering to fly her out?
Yes, because he lives 17 hours away. And
he was offering to fly her out.
You couldn't find somebody close by 17 hours away?
Listen.
Yo, it really be crazy to me.
Listen.
And you're about to get married to somebody.
Bro, you ain't got that ring on your finger yet. You know.
Well, who knows? He might not ever have the. And then people literally was trying to go find the registry. The registry is taken down. I wonder if people started sending gifts too.
The internet is
it remains undefeated. The internet remains undefeated.
The woods.
It be what it's gonna be. That this is what this man brought to his relationship. See, he's still alive. He is trash as hell. I don't have nothing to say about this young lady who made this TikTok. God bless her. Thank you for letting this woman know what is going on. I am. If it was me, I would be grateful.
I mean, it makes good content.
Absolutely makes good content.
But sis, save yourself. Yeah, you don't need to save everybody else. Just save yourself.
Nah, B.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I like making informed decisions when I possibly can. And so that's why I do want to know if I get in Han. I know a lot of people don't want to know, and that's cool for y'all. It's just not okay for me. It's not okay for me. I want to know.
Fellas, moral of the story, stay out them girls' inbox.
Stay out of them inbox. Do you understand how many married men I have to say no thank you?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, especially on these dating apps. You can always tell they only have one picture and the picture's a side profile, or they got on a hat and her sunglasses, or they are like on the beach, but they're a little bit far away. Yeah. So if somebody was to screenshot that and send it to their wife, be like, that's not me.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I know them trunks. I bought them trunks for you. They be just far away.
That reminds me of what is it? What is that show on Netflix that was so good there?
Sex Life?
The one Clickbait.
I have not watched it yet.
Clickbait is amazing.
I keep hearing that it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch it, but because people keep saying it's so amazing, I don't want to start it and I have to stop and start and stop. So I was saying like, and Judge Your Mama, I'm putting up my tree this weekend. And when I put up my tree, I said I'll have it playing because then I can have because it's a day when I know I'm going to be home all day. I can be able to have it playing and I could probably watch the whole thing maybe in a day if possible. Because if it's really that good, I don't have time to be staying up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to watch. I don't want that kind of smoke.
Ain't no way in hell a woman knows her man is constantly traveling, coming around, smelling like cats, spending unaccounted money, and the fiance doesn't know. Stoops.
Well, in this particular instance, he didn't fly her out yet, but I agree. How all of this stuff is happening and you didn't know?
Ooh, guys, I'm loving the comments this morning. Sunshine said if he's doing that for a woman 17 miles away, imagine what he's doing for the one 17 minutes.
That's what I said. I was like, clearly this is a situation. And again, I see D Nice String said, can we agree that women chase married men as well? So there's trash on both sides. Yeah. Nobody is saying that there's not trash. The situation is where this man is being trashed. That's the only reason. And the same last time in that situation, I thought that woman was being trashed because she's the person who wrote it in. Mm-hmm. So that's why there are trash people. I just think trash people exist.
But I think she did that as an attention grab, that woman. I don't think that needed to make the internet. I don't.
Do you think that she needed to send a gift?
No.
So you think she should have been like, and not then left it alone?
Yeah, not for me. Keep it moving.
Again, good content. She tried to get them followers up.
Yeah.
So
amazing
content. It didn't need to go on the internet, especially because you did not take their names off.
Right.
But I don't see nothing wrong with her sending that gift. I don't.
Yeah, but she could have kept that private.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she didn't have to put that on the internet. Yeah, she could have kept it to herself. I was trying to get her followers up.
And
because woman, their names are the woman who's innocent, for all we know, is a completely innocent party
right
now, and that's what
her name is being dragged.
And that's why I say now on January 1st, people know because this thing is out there now. It's out there.
I for one, for something like that, I wouldn't put it out there. I'ma send him a night, like if it's, like, hey sucker, you got caught, but to blast it like that and not redact the woman's name.
Yeah, she could have at least did that. No, but even if she redacted the woman's name.
Yeah, once they figure out the guy.
They know who the woman is.
The internet does not lose.
They don't.
No, the internet
stay winning.
Millions of people check it,
winning.
doing research. Unbelievable. So I don't agree with what she did, but the content is amazing.
I didn't realize that she had left the names visible until I was going through the comments and somebody said, it's the name staying visible for me. And I said, wait, what? And I went back because you laugh so hard sometimes you got to close your eyes. So I missed it. I had to go back and watch it again for me to realize that she had actually put their full names on there. I do believe that she didn't need to do that part. Yeah. She could have sent sent the gift, and even with the comment that she made on the gift where she said, blah blah blah.
She could have called him out in front of the wife by sending the gift and
left it there. But now you put it out for everybody's consumption, and now this potentially, because we don't know, the fiance could have been just a good woman thinking that she was marrying somebody who was really 100% into her, and that part sucks.
And I'm not saying that to be funny or anything. For all we know, the guy, this could have been that this one thing the guy did. The guy could have been clean all through.
Well, I looked at his page. I was like, he don't look like he got the swag for all of that. Right. So it could have been this girl is 17 hours away. I know nothing's ever gonna happen.
That could innocently be what is that. And I'm not trying to downplay.
But I do believe that's a gateway drug, though.
It is.
I do believe that's a gateway drug.
I agree with her for calling him out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I have no problem with that.
But she didn't have to put it on the internet.
Yeah. Now this guy's reputation is probably tarnished for life. Yeah, he probably is not going to even get into any, probably have problems, any woman trusting him.
Yeah.
Probably his job is going to get into it with
because when people Google your name, this is what's going to come up. Which reminds me, there was this blogger back when apps weren't so huge and people were actually going to websites. There was this blogger, his first name was Josen, Josen, I believe, or Jozen. I can't remember exactly what his last name was, but basically he talked about relationships a lot. He was very, very well known, and he got called out for cheating, and the person who called him out was his fiance. Found out, and then she ended up writing a blog and being like, this is the person you've said that you've been champion relationships all these years, blah 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 blah, and this is what you've been doing behind my back. I think called off their relationship. They broke up, whatever the case may be. It has been years later. I didn't know that that's what happened. I just knew that I didn't see him posting anymore. But maybe last year I found out this is what happened because he wrote an article last year basically saying that it's hurt his ability to work.
Right.
Because of this, it went viral, whatever viral was at the time. And because of this, it's hard for him to find a job now because this is how people know him. Right. And I think it goes back to our original conversation of being able to separate the person from their work. So in that situation, should he be struggling to find a job because of the fact that he got put out there for cheating and da-da-da-da? But he wrote about relationships.
There's a lot of people that writes about cooking food and they don't know, you can't put them in the kitchen for shit. Right?
That's true. I just think you
understand? Is it hypocritical? Yes,
but context probably has to change.
But was the advice any less than, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can come here and probably
a crackhead could tell you not to take crack. The message is still the same. Even if we know they're a crackhead.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, he did this. Yes, he did that. But did he help 2,000, 3,000, 4,000? Did his advice work? Did people take it and didn't make a difference?
I think to this dude who just got outed the other day, Derek Jackson, I think it's because if people trust you to that point, to what you were saying earlier,
it's hypocritical.
Yeah, it's people trust you to bring them certain information, and because of that, then there's this thing that's happening.
I come here and I give money advice a lot. I used to have a lot of credit card debt back in my day. I've
but
been
you got
there.
New information, right. And I think that's too because Z Nice Trini says Steve Harvey doing that, but I think Steve Harvey is different. When he wrote his book, he wasn't doing that stuff anymore, and he was using his information in terms of all the bad mistakes that he had made to say this is what I think people should be doing. Though he probably shouldn't have wrote the book anyway. But I think we haven't gotten any information that says he's not doing what he should be doing with his wife Marjorie right now. We haven't. As far as we know, like just like your credit card debt, as far as we know, you in credit card debt right now? Listen, don't even.
It's possible.
It is possible. But if you were out here telling people, oh, this is what you should be doing with money, and you were in credit card debt and that came out, that would wreck your credibility. And I think that's what happened with that dude. And that's why he's having a hard time finding a job. This guy who is in the situation where his registry was put out there, if that hurts his possibilities of finding work, I don't think I think it shouldn't correlate because, well, I don't know what he does, but I'm going to assume he's not somebody who works in the relationship field. Okay. So his credibility isn't shot by his doing whatever he's doing. And then he'll be that is a part too that we didn't think about. DJ Beard said, and then he'll be contemplating suicide. I do think that does happen a lot. And I think that's the part about social media that people don't understand. You put things out there
and it's uncontrollable. You
have no idea what's going to happen.
You can't put the cap back on that.
Yeah. Lizzo made a point about that when something had happened with her food delivery and she had put it on social media and that girl ended up getting harassed and all this stuff ended up happening. And she had to circle back and be like, you know what? I forgot that I'm like a big star now. I can't put that kind of stuff out there because I'm thinking I'm just put this on my social media. No, you have millions upon millions upon millions of followers. And now you've created a situation where this girl is having real life threats for some damn food. Yeah. Like for some Uber Eats. Like that doesn't make sense. Or maybe it was DoorDash, but whatever. You have to be mindful. Like she did not have to put it on social media, but I like that she sent the gift. She didn't have to put it on social media.
I think that's an amazing she owned him. But I don't think it needed to be put out there like that. And I feel for the woman, not even the guy so much. Because I do. Her life is wrecked. This is something that could have been handled privately, like, oh, this is what you're doing. Hey guys, the wedding is off. And nobody had to know anything.
Nope. Yep. Nobody had to know anything that was happening at all.
Yeah.
If and that's the thing to I guess D-Nice Trini's part and then Sunshine Tina's part in agreeing. She said some women like that ish. They will stay with the man. I'm not telling no woman about their man. Sorry.
Yes.
It's just Sunshine,
yeah.
Not Sunshine Tina.
Nope.
She said they will stay with the man. I'm not telling no woman about their man. Not my business. I think there are some women who are like that. I remember this guy tried to talk to me one time. And I found out later that he was engaged. And I was just like, aren't you engaged? Like, why are you even trying to talk to me? He was like, well, you got to understand, you're either going to be the woman who's in the relationship or you're going to be the woman who's on the side of the relationship. And I was just like, well, actually, no, I don't believe that. But either way, but this man legitimately got married a couple of months after that. And I remember thinking the way that he was talking, I was sure that she knew. Mm-hmm. That this is how, because you can't be so bold and brazen like that talking to me, and this woman don't know. He's like, if everything is good with her, it doesn't matter. I'll still take care of what I need to take care of there. And I'm just like, if she cool with that, cool. I'm not. Whether I'm the side or the main, I'm not. So it doesn't matter about how you prioritizing it. But I think those are the kind of women that they're talking about, where they are like, as long as I'm good and I don't have to worry about anything, as long as my kids are fed and we have all of our bills paid and I don't have to worry and I could be able to go to the store when I need to get what I need, then it doesn't matter. I don't care what you're doing outside here. There are some people who they are fine with that. And kudos to those people if they could be able to be in that space.
There we
God bless everyone.
God bless everyone. I have to say she should have thought more about the consequences for that other woman before she posted that.
I often wonder how much followers someone had before and then after. Because if I only find out about it after, I'm seeing all the new followers they have versus
how much
before.
does she have right now?
I didn't go on her TikTok. I didn't go and check. But I was thinking to myself, like, if she only had like 6 or 7 followers, or maybe she only had like 100 followers, she probably could have posted that and didn't think that it would go. But these other platforms like Spiritual Word and the Shade Room, they are looking for content
like this.
Yeah. So even if you only have 100 followers, if one of your people shares it or they show somebody and somebody sees it who has lots of followers and they post it, that's how you end up in this space where things end up going viral. And I think even if you thought, well, I'm not going to put it out there, I'm only putting it to my followers and it's only 100 of them, it's not going to get out there. Well, look now. Millions of people know, and we just shared it here. But I didn't say what the people's names were.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that part.
Yeah.
I think it was a great show today.
I think so too. I enjoyed it. Did you,
right,
you
guys.
enjoyed it? I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed
Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys feel like it was a good show? Did you feel heard? Did you feel valued?
That's a good question. But we're gonna put a survey on the link tree in a couple of
Ooh.
yeah. So just to get some feedback, see what people think, give us ideas where they think the shows should go. And
This particular show or shows?
Everything across the
I think that's a good idea.
across the spectrum. D-Nice said it was aight. we'll take
Yeah,
that
I'll
as
take
a
it.
win.
And I'll say this too. If you put in if you go on a survey, you say,
we setting up a survey.
I think you should be 100% honest.
Yeah.
Just know, I don't give a rat's ass. You don't like me, I don't care. God loves me. God loves me.
I thought God loves us all.
He does. He loves you too. Which is why I want you to have the space to be able to share how you're feeling. But
Yeah.
I'm here to share my opinions and how I feel about things. And
What's
I try
today?
my best to be my 100% authentic self. And I
Today's
hope that you
Wednesday, right?
appreciate it. Yep.
Today's Wednesday?
And if you don't, you don't. And that's okay.
Today's Wednesday, right? All day today. Wednesday?
Yeah, it is Wednesday all day today. What do
Okay.
you mean all day today? Sorry, Steffi. She said y'all didn't read my comments, so
Repost it.
yeah, I didn't see the comment. There was a lot of comments today, and I
Yeah.
appreciate when there's a lot of comments because it gives us an opportunity to kind of be able to talk with you guys.
Yeah, and feed off that.
Yes,
I definitely
and-
feed off the comments energy,
Yeah.
guys. When you guys are commenting and giving feedback, we definitely feed off of it. Do not feel a type of way if we miss your comment, because sometimes it's a little bit quick, but we do try to get to as many of them as possible.
Yeah.
And the more we grow it, the harder it's going to become.
Absolutely. And also, even if we don't agree with your comment, I don't think it's, it's not a, even if I don't agree, and I am going to assume there are going to be lots of times that guys don't agree either, we still want to see your comments.
we still wanna see.
Because we do still believe that you should be seen and you should be heard. So,
And we'll
there's
get
that.
we'll get better at monitoring the WhatsApp.
Sis Save Yourself said, I love it here, but stop stealing Bacchanal corners and stories from my journal. I think you guys are awesome. Good morning, Silence. I really do. I love y'all comments. They're so awesome.
So from 12 today, we go back live with it's gonna be Killer Court and Not Nice.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Steffi473 said, recently a pumpkin vine cousin who's married liked my profile on a dating app. That's disgusting. Well, let's just say I called him out, which left me making a new profile on Facebook. Whoo!
Oh, you know
Well,
what?
he didn't just liked it and started a conversation. I screenshotted the profile in the conversation and sent it to his wife. Shout out to you. I ain't going front. On dating apps, I've seen people who are married. I screenshot it. I don't send it to their wife or anything like that. If it was a friend of mine.
You never seen my Tinder profile?
No, I told you they
Look for Tony.
blocked me off Tinder. I
Oh,
can't
my
get
bad.
it. I told you they blocked me. But on a dating app, I saw somebody's who I know is married, who I am friends with on social media, and they be constantly posting about their wife. I saw their dating profile.
That was pre-marriage.
No, it was not. They've been married for years.
Okay.
I screenshotted it. I am friends with this person, but I know somebody who's very good friends with this person. And I am very good friends with this person. I just sent it to that friend. And I said,
You might
Am
want
I
to check this
bugging?
out.
I said, am I bugging? And they were like, what? And then it was like, they were going to have a conversation with him.
Oh.
I don't know if they ever did. I didn't follow up. Not my business. Don't care. But I always do the first. I do the first thing. I ain't even going to hold you. I do.
Wow.
I do be doing it. Shout out to them though.
Can I get back to
Yes.
what's happening today?
Killer Court, please. Sorry, we had to read Steffi's comment.
Yeah, definitely. Killer Court and Not Nice is going to be here. Women Crush Wednesday goes live at noon. The Jam goes 3 to 6. That's King Mix and 16 today. Silence and myself 6 to 9 because 6-9 is one of my favorite numbers.
Oh my Jesus.
So, good news, guys. We are moving the midweek therapy to a lounge. It's going to be live from a lounge. It's going to be an after work event. The midweek therapy is going to be every Wednesday, 6 to 9. We already have everything in place. The owner of the place is doing a little upgrade with the sound system. So once we get that installed, the midweek therapy is moving to a lounge. And it's moving to downtown Brooklyn. It's close to the bridge. every Wednesday,
every single Wednesday.
So it's going to be hosted by myself, DJ Silence. We're definitely going to have different DJs passing through. You might
Silence, big up yourself.
You might see performances. You might see artists. It's going to be every Wednesday, 6 to 9, midweek therapy. And we will be broadcasting live from in there. I feel confident I could put the name out right now because everything is done. Owner has given me the thumbs up. The flyer is done. We just haven't released it yet. So it's going to be in Amarachi. It's going to be, Triggs, if you're in the chat room, it's on Bridge Street. I just forgot the number, but it's close to the...
it's real close to the bridge.
To the bridge.
It's a nice spot.
Very nice spot. They have good food. They have hookah. They have a lot of different things going on in there. Real nice accommodation. So that
appreciate you,
is coming up soon. The midweek therapy every Wednesday from 6 is going to go down in the Amarachi Restaurant and Lounge on Bridge Street, close to the bridge. We'll give you guys a start date, but everything is in place. The agreement is done. The fly is done. We're going to start putting it up soon. Don't forget, guys, I saw the tickets for Rewind started moving. Shout out to that person that made the first purchase very early yesterday. Tickets right now are $15. It's going to go up to $20. And about a week or two before, it's going to be up to $25. But, you know, for all the subscribers and the warriors, your price is going to stay locked in at $15. I'm going to post that batch up today, and I'm going to send the link out to you guys. You know how we do this. It's going to remain that way for you guys throughout. Right now, the warriors batch is not up yet. Have no fear.
It's coming.
Yeah. But if you want to get from the early birds, you can do it. But remember, the Warriors batch, that price is going to stay fixed. It'll never increase, and it's going to always be available for you guys. Yeah. So October 23rd, Rewind the party, song system in place, location in place. Right now, we're working on getting that nice decor and everything in there for you guys. It's going to be awesome.
Amazing.
And Rewind is going to be a month-to-month affair. The first one is going to be freestyle, and then every month after that, we're going to give you a theme. We're thinking about 90s. We're thinking about 80s night. We're thinking about soca night. We're thinking about reggae night. We're going to give you a lot of different looks.
It's going to be a good look, guys.
Right? So
get in there from early. You could say that you was going to rewind from early. And for that address, thanks GG, 189 Bridge Street, Amarachi Lounge. It's a nice spot. They got good food too. I don't know if they're gonna have food available. But they got good food.
No, they're gonna have food for it.
Oh yeah, they got good food. So it's a good it's a good mix.
Yeah. So it's gonna be an after work event. You guys can come and chill, but you know, we're gonna be doing the music and the entertainment every single Wednesday,
and then you're gonna have Rewind every single month. Y'all just out here doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. I love it too, Tessa.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, D-Nice, that you're not going to be able to do it. We're going to remember you. He said for the Thanksgiving Soca edition.
I think we might fulfill that.
Oh,
yeah, we might do the Soca edition for Thanksgiving.
D-Nice, you heard it here first.
I think we can work on that for you, right? Rewind the Soca edition. We could probably do that.
And
what you feel?
And Silence, I do not have a show. But it's okay. I've been thinking about doing some Instagram lives, confessions of a magical black girl.
We will be live from inside the lounge every Wednesday, 6 to 9. So yeah, we definitely will be going live from in there.
There it is.
All right, guys.
Yes, you want it. They'll be live. I will make that 8 hour. Yeah, of course you're going to make that 8 hour drive. You're going to have to go ahead. And you've been talking a lot about this oil in your waist.
Yeah.
Time to show and prove.
Yeah. If we don't do it in November, would you be available for December? Because if we do the Soca night in December, we can do heavy on the parang and all these things there. So, you know, we'll talk.
It's going to be a thing. Just everybody get your tickets. Look out for the Warrior link so you can be able to get the discounted price because we love you guys and we love that you love us back.
Yep.
So somebody said GMGT childcare services coming soon too. Put it in the air. Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking with us. Oh Lord, see what you done started, sis. Save yourself to start it.
When we have parties, offer
childcare service. But people gonna have to get their kids up and out the house. They still won't bring them though. I'll believe it.
But no, a lot of people do leave their kids at other people's house, right?
They do.
Yeah, and they have to pick them up after the party or something like that.
That's a big undertaking. I mean, something to talk about. See, this is why I say when we get a Patreon finally.
I'm sorry, but you know, who would be good for leading those services?
Who?
Berthel.
Berthel, did you ask for another job?
But she's always thought about doing her own daycare. That's part of her goal, right? GMGT events, you know.
There it is.
My mind is working here.
There it is.
Work with me. Anyway.
There it is.
Guys, that's how I work. That's how I work.
We appreciate y'all for giving ideas for stuff, and we appreciate you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. See you guys tomorrow on the best morning show in
all the land.
Wild and Holy. Kareem, we out. See you guys.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm sending a big dirty plan for you.
Better than them.
And I have a big dirty plan for you. So you better door run. Come up on me, say door run. Good morning, Bacchanal. How do you do? It's very critical. Talk to you, but it's a long road. I'm going down, and I need somebody to me life. I stay strong. Bless me with Juve. Carnival is my time. I feel it's my birthday. Girl, let me wine on you. You feel it's a whining demon. Well, I'm more demon than you. You feel it's a soca demon. I'm more demon than you. I'm the real showstopper. I gon' mash up the place, my bar. I ever stop this. Today you gonna live. I said in a big dirty bun for you. And I have a big dirty bun for you. So you better door run. Come up on me, say door run. You go beg today. Too much away. You go beg today. Too much away. You go beg today. Too much away. Been real misbehaving. You go beg today. Too much away. Been real misbehaving. So let we take it up now. Yeah. We come to party till the work are done. Tell me what you're waiting on. I got the mic in my hand and I'm ready to perform. Oh Lord, and you already know Mr. Demon Ray. I'll be so Demon Ray. I'm a real Demon Ray. I'll be so Demon Ray. Everybody know we bad for this. Y'all wine bad for this. Everybody get on hell bad for this. Hold on a minute, let me deal with this. Say wham to them. What wrong with them haters? Them me no far with them, don't start with them. None of them could be me friend. Yeah, them really want see we go far. No. Them no even like soca. So let we bless them with Juve water. I said to bathe them in carnival water. I said to give them some bacchanal water. And those them is some Johnny Walker. Yeah, the feel is a whining demon. Well, I'm more demon than you. The feel is a soca demon. I'm more demon than you. I'm the real showstopper. I gon' mash up the place proper. I never stop this.